Good evening and welcome in once again to Estadio Ciudad in Santiago del Estero in north central Argentina for opening night of the 2024-25 Basketball Champions League Americas season. Alongside Andrew Hunt, I'm Craig Fada, and we're so glad you can be with us tonight wherever you're watching from in the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel and courtside 1891. And Andrew, we've got a great matchup in Group C to kick things off as 2023-24 champion Quimsa will begin defense of their title on their home floor against Biguá of Uruguay. The last time we saw Quimsa, they were raising the trophy at the end of the 23-24 BCL America season. And while they've lost a couple of key contributors, they're still awfully strong.
Right, Craig. They were not the favorite entering the final rounds of the last tournament, but they became pretty dominant. Yeah, they became a dominant team there at the end. And the main thing that stuck out during that run to the championship was they would have 10 players that contributed significant minutes and points on a nightly basis. So missing a couple doesn't necessarily bother me, and we'll have to see how they've reloaded. If they play a similar team style of basketball, I think they still have a shot.
Yeah, but the couple they lost, Tyvek Alitsi, who went to Flamengo, and Brandon Robinson. Now, Brandon Robinson, last I looked him up, he was on the Flamengo roster, but he's not active apparently for this window. So we'll have to keep an eye on Flamengo, how they proceed through this tournament. But tonight it's all about Quimsa and Biguá. One key addition for Quimsa is American veteran Arnold Lewis. He played in this event in 2022 with UDEC. Quimsa also has added 37-year-old veteran Nicolas Romano. He's averaging 14.2 points per game in league play. Biguá are back in BCL Americas play after a one-year absence. They have only advanced out of the group stage once, and they have made a couple of huge additions in hopes of going even further this year. The first is American Josh Cunningham, and he is tearing up the Uruguayan league, averaging 17.3 points and 6.6 rebounds per game. The other addition, last year's BCL Americas leading scorer, Andre Spike. He put up 21 points per game for Obras last year. Throw in veterans Juan Ducase, Leandro Serminato, Mike Tavares, who played with Flamengo last year, and 43-year-old Federico Bavosi. This could be an interesting team. We had a chance to look at the starters just a moment ago. For Biguá, it's going to be Josh Cunningham, Andre Spite, Nicolas Catala, Federico Bavosi, the captain, and Mike Tavares. Their head coach is Nicolas Mazzarino. He's assisted by Diego Rodriguez and Joaquin Nunez. There you get a look at the starting lineup for the defending champions, Quimsa. Tavario Miller, he's a new addition to Quimsa, 6'8", 208 centimeters, 30 years old, from the Bahamas. His 6.5 rebounds per game leads the team in Argentine league play. Joining him in the starting lineup, the captain, Juan Brasino, 11.6 points per game in BCL Americas play last year. Emiliano Basabe, he's back this year. Agustin Perez, averaging nearly 13 points per game in league play. And Nicolas Romano, he's averaging 14.2 points per game in league play at 37 years old. The head coach for Quimsa, Leandro Ramea, he's 50 years old today. And no doubt his team would dearly love to give him a birthday gift to kick off defense of their title in what I'm sure they would hope is the right way. Leandro Romea assisted by Edgardo Santillan and Guillermo Marino. The officials for tonight's contest, Grant Todi from the USA, Carlos Velez of Colombia, and Nicolas Flores of Paraguay. One other player, Andrew, that Quimsa lost. Do you remember Fabian Barrios Ramirez?
Well, yeah, Robinson was the one you mentioned earlier that had really a heck of a game there to really seal the deal in the final. They probably could have won without his effort, but if I recall, he really killed it. But yeah, Ramiro's also one of those that one of the
he's
one of the older guys, big, the YMCA champion, the guy I said you never want to face at Noon Bowl.
Yeah. Yep, he's a guy who you love him when he's on your team, but he He drives you crazy when he's on the other side. We are underway. First shot of the game is up and rolls off for Biguá, and Quimsa gets their first offensive possession. Romano launches the three-point attempt, no good. Rebound back tapped out of bounds, and it'll be a Biguá ball.
Craig, you're probably aware I may try to find some special music. I'm on a watch for number 80 for Quimsa when he comes in. Just a lightning bolt.
Yeah, your guy, Federico Zesular.
Zzz.
Your other favorite, Caio Manfio, back in the tournament this year. Remember, he had the Manfio last year. He hit like 13 shots in a row over 2 games. He was perfect from beyond the arc and the free throw line.
And you said he added a couple of players from Quimsa are over there with him now, correct?
Yeah, Taiva Kalitsi is over there as well. The runner along the baseline, no good, but a foul called. And so we will get our first free throws of the game as we get a look at the right-hand dribble drive by Agustin Perez. Foul was on Andre Spite, the 29-year-old. Spite from Northern Colorado in 2018. He started his career collegiately at Arizona State. Second free throw is good, and we've got our first point of the game. Little pressure in the backcourt by Agustin Perez. Broken relatively easy. Spite with the lob into the paint. Oh, weaving his way through traffic nicely, Mike Tavares. And he draws the foul. Tavares last year with Flamengo, 6 games, 4.7 points per game in a starting role here with Biguá.
Yeah, what they do here is they just overload the floor to the left side. So Spite dribbles to the side where there's already 2 players. They've got a shooter on the right side, so he can't help in too much on the big guy. And that's how he draws that foul. And now they're going to get a chance to maybe look at another one.
Tavares has it poked away, but a foul called. Long baseline jumper misses. And Quimsa back to the offense. Nice feed inside the lane to Tavario Miller. His second effort won't go. Gets his own rebound. Third effort is up and good. And he draws the foul. Tavario Miller will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
He just missed that second one so he could get a three-point play.
He wanted that third rebound.
Correct. Patent stats, yeah. went from 2 points to 3 rebounds and 3 points.
Yeah. Completes the three-point play to give Quimsa the 4-2 lead. 8.5 minutes coming up to play in this first quarter. Mario Miller, 30 years old, from the Bahamas. No doubt he crossed paths with DeAndre Ayton. Got to see him in 2017 in the Central Basket Tournament in Panama City. Knew he was going to have a great career. Shot clock at 7. Step back 3 on the way from Bavosi, misses wide left. Out of bounds, and it'll stay with Biguá. Went off of the hand of Juan Brasino. Neither team shooting particularly well so far, but that one was pretty easy as Nicholas Catala finishes with the right hand.
That was a mistake by the post defender. He follows the post out of the lane where there's no danger out there and just allows the easy lay-in.
Here comes Romano working on Tavares. Back over to Basabe, now down low to Miller. Miller working his way in, shoots up over the defense. No. Rebound. Romano couldn't corral it, and it's going to be Biguá ball. There you get a look at the grand old man, Federico Bavosi, 43 years old. My goodness. I get tired starting my car at 43 years old. Bavosi feeds Cunningham in the post. Cunningham working on Romano. Has a seat and turns it over. Racino. The floater. Couldn't decide if he wanted to put it straight through or bank it, and he caught the back iron.
Yeah, just go glass. Floater.
I always maintain that's an almost impossible shot to practice. You can put a folding chair out there, you can put a guy out there, but hitting that running floater is just so difficult. Long three on the way from Perez. That's good! Agustin Perez from way outside.
If anybody's watching who wants to practice that shot, the floater we mentioned, not the three, I say go glass. Just practice going off the window.
Especially if you're at any kind of angle.
The way I tell people with a bank shot, you got two chances for it to go in. If I shoot trying to go all net, I really ain't got, basically, if I'm short, it's not going in. If I hit the back of the iron, maybe it bounces back in. I get a friendly bounce. But off the window, you get two chances. If it goes hard off the glass, hits the front of the rim, you got a better chance of it rolling back in than off the cylinder.
Yourself a foul on Josh Cunningham.
It's my glass philosophy.
Green. I like that. I like that glass philosophy. I never thought of it that way before, but that's why you were the professional player and I was just the guy behind the microphone. Miller for three. That's good! Tavario Miller gives Quimsa a 10-4 lead. Beg your pardon, 10-6. And now Tavares goes glass.
Oh, open shot.
Racino missed the three. Stolen away in the paint, and Quimsa running. They had numbers. A little behind the back pass there, and Quimsa gets the offense reset. Romano calling for help. Now Brasino. Perez steps back, launches the three, misses. Rebound tap to Spite. Three on the way from the right wing. That rolls off. Rebound tipped. Grabbed by Miller. Half of the first period elapsed. Not a whole lot of offense so far. Three from the corner. That's good. Nicholas Romano. His first bucket. Leads Quimsa in Liga play. Rossi thought about the step back three. Another turnover in the paint. Nearly. Biguá gets it back. And Tavares says, look what I found. And then he gets teed up.
Yeah, he was needing a sub anyway.
I didn't see what he did. He must have said something.
He felt he got fouled. I think he's had, that was the third, possible, arguable foul. That one was probably the worst of the three. The other two, I'm like, eh. And he didn't really say too much about the other two, but there was some contact on two others that, that one where he stuck it hard off the glass. Right. There was a little bit of a push. And one prior to that.
Yeah. Agustin Perez short on that free throw. Barely caught the front iron. Leandro Romea says, what kind of birthday present is that? I have to say, Andrew, Leandro Romea, considerably better looking than I am, and I'm sure you would agree to that, but I at least have a full head of hair at 52 years old.
Yeah, you got to work with
Nice
what you got,
movement.
Craig.
Yeah. Little jump hook. Back iron won't go for Eduardo Vassirani, who came in to replace.
I myself am partial to the coach's hairstyle. I really think it's a sleek look, and
Gee,
look, the
ref
is halfway there. It's catching on. Seems like he may be a trendsetter.
You're just jealous of those of us with full lush heads of hair. San Simone into the game for Quimsa. He launches a three. And
like got an offensive foul here somewhere.
Yeah. Did he push off on that three-point shot? I was glancing
it was
down
away from the ball. I'm trying to see. I think it was 17, if I'm correct.
That would be Emiliano Basabe. Good to see Eduardo Vassirani back with Quimsa. 33 years old. He had a great BCL Americas campaign last year. 7.1 points, 4.8 rebounds. Shot 54% from the floor, 86% from the free throw line. We'll take that kind of production off the bench all day long.
Ooh. I'm with the questionable look there because, I don't know, I feel like we've seen worse fouls than a little Olay reach-in, as I call it.
Yeah, there's definitely contact, but yeah, as you said, on the playground, you get laughed at if you called that one. There you got to look at Nicolas Mazzarino talking with the official as Andre Spite lines up the second free throw. Missed that one, too. And it remains 13-8. Coming up on 3.5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Alongside Andrew Hunt, my name's Craig Fada. Glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from around this great big wide world of ours. In the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel and Courtside 1891. That three is up straight through. Beautiful shot there by Andre Spite. That's his first bucket tonight. Remember, he averaged 21 points per game for Obra Sanitarias last year in BCL Americas play. That led the entire tournament. Agustin Perez, shot clock at 7. Driving left side into the corner. Three on the way. Air ball. Tapped out of bounds, and it's going to be Biguá ball. Biguá now with a chance to tie. Perhaps take the lead on this possession.
Yeah, this is no disrespect to Spite at all. But I really think Robinson in a different setting would have scored more points. I just think he had more of a complete team around him and wasn't expected to score points all of the time. I'm trying to think of my other favorite scorer from last year. I'm going to have to think on that front. I've got him in my head, and I can't think of the name, and I think I've got the team too. But got to think of that as well.
And Biguá does take the lead on the three-pointer by Juan Ducase. He played for Hebraica Maccabi last year. Averaged 4.6 points and 3.6 rebounds per game. And now Biguá on top, 14-13.
I'm doing research, Craig.
All right.
Gonna find this player.
Okay.
I believe he played for Alcones.
Uh-huh. I know who you're talking about. I'll just wait for you to find him.
Tell me who you think it is.
No.
All
I'm
right.
not gonna. Matthias Espinosa hits both free throws. Espinosa, 20 years old, averaging 7.1 points and 3 assists in league play this year so far. Inside 2 minutes to play first quarter. Pull-up three rattles off. Out of bounds, and what's the call? And they want to talk it over.
Oh, it's off that guy. The guy in the front row, he touched it last. Ooh. Fancy move.
Yeah, Arnold Lewis gets the foul. It's going to be on Leandro Sermonado.
Holds his hand up, gives a little shrug. He's like, oh, I guess it was me.
I know who you're thinking of, Halconis, but I don't think it's the guy you think you're thinking of. You're thinking of Jordan Glenn. And remember, Paul Stoll hit that one from mid-court, that three-pointer.
Right.
To either tie it up or win it in overtime.
Yeah, Stoll would have, like, didn't play a lot of minutes, but would score sometimes he like as many points as he had minutes. And then he would, right. And then he'd have like 2 in another game.
Right.
But then, like, I don't know, you just kind of wanted him out there.
You're thinking of a couple of guys from Hebraica Maccabi. Jordan Williams is one of them.
I feel like Glenn was the one that I like, though.
Franklin Hassel. You remember him? 35-year-old center.
Yep.
He was an absolute
Hassel was just
beast.
a guy that I liked because he was a big guy and just, didn't stop.
Yep.
Just a horse.
That was such a fun tournament last year. Quimsa upsetting Real Estelí. Halcones, the cardiac team. Hebraica upsetting everybody to make it to the semis. And don't forget Nacional. Some of the games they played.
And Hebraica
it was just
doing
an
it.
Unbelievable tournament.
Yeah, they did it kind of the old school way, getting on the inside with Hassel and was it not Romero?
Oh, beautiful give and go. Espinosa scores, and now Biguá up by 6. Wide open step back three for San Simone, no good. Offensive rebound. It's a nice move by Patricio Tabarez, but couldn't finish. And now Quimsa gets the tip in. That one by Arnold Lewis. Arnold Lewis, 34 years old, averaging 6.7 points, 5.1 rebounds in Liga play. From Wauchula, Florida, to Savannah State in 2013. As we said in the open, played in this event in 2022 with UDEC. The lead is 6, 21-15 in favor of Biguá. 15.6 seconds to play in this first quarter.
It's one of those fouls you'll see pretty commonly when you what we call when you've got a mouse in the house. Oh, here it is. Stop everything I was just saying. No,
Tavares to the free throw line. Your guy, Federico Zezular, into the game.
No, you get those
He's
fouls
not just
when
a
you've
guy
got
with
someone.
a great name. Last year, 9 games with Quimsa, 5.6 points per game, 2 rebounds, 59% from the floor. Just 23 years old. He's going to be a good one.
Well, I don't. The points.
How about that? Andre Spite leaks out. Shot clock is off. Game clock at 16. Spite now with 5. San Simone. Little contact, no call. Cross-court pass. Clock at 3 now, 2. And a foul on the drive. That's going to be on Matias Espinosa. I think that'll be his second.
Don't let Zezilar's stat line, I don't think it tells you the story of just how much of a spark plug he is. He'd come in and get a dunk, steal a good rebound with a nice outlet.
Mm-hmm. Tip-in's good. That counts for 2. And now, what a turnaround that would have been for Quimsa at the end of the first quarter. They get the tip-in off the missed free throw and then nearly hit a 2/3 court shot to end the first quarter. But Biguá up after 1, 23-17. This is opening night 2024-25 Basketball Champions League America play live from Santiago del Estero, Argentina. We're back with second quarter action in just a moment. Welcome back to Estadio Ciudad in Santiago del Estero, Argentina, opening night of the 2024-25 Basketball Champions League Americas season. Alongside Andrew Hunt, I'm Craig Fada. Welcome in wherever you're watching from. In the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel and Courtside 1891. Score after one quarter, 23-18. We had it as 23-17. That tip-in, of course, counted as 2 points after the free throw. After one quarter, Quimsa, 6 of 25 overall from the floor. 3 of 11 from three-point range, 3 of 10 from the free throw line. Biguá, 9 of 15 overall, 2 of 5 from the arc, 3 of 7 from the stripe. Quimsa out-rebounding Biguá, 17-13. Just one turnover for Quimsa in that first quarter. 5 for Biguá, and somehow Biguá a 5-point lead after giving it up 5 times in that first quarter. Andrew, it's all about the shooting.
Well, the shooting and the shooting of free throws. Neither team really has a great advantage. I guess Quimsa's at the disadvantage because they've shot more, because they're both missing. We'll see here, though. Maybe they'll get warmed up now after the first quarter.
Josh Cunningham picked up his second foul. He's been quiet so far, has not scored. He's 0 for 1, averaging 17 points per game in league play. He's had 20 points per game or more in 4 of his last 5. Two more turnovers already to start off the second quarter in the first minute of the second quarter, Andrew. And for as not that Biguá is shooting the ball terrifically well, they're shooting it better than Quimsa, but if you're going to turn the ball over at that rate, I don't care how well you shoot, it's eventually going to catch up with you.
Yeah, we discussed last year as well. There's a number for turnovers. I don't remember what I came up with. I always like 10, 12, somewhere in there, keeping it under that number.
Yeah,
hard to lose.
12.
Doesn't mean if I get maybe if I get 20 turnovers, I'm worried it's going to be difficult to win at 20. If it's over 20, I'd love some research to see how many teams have won with, plus 20 turnovers.
Any stat heads out there willing to do the research while we're on the air, you can let us know. A foul on Patricio Tavares.
The way I always calculated turnovers, however many turnovers I have, I figure if the other team scores half the time that I give them the ball, then that means each turnover is worth a point. So if I have 10 turnovers, I gave up 10 points on average. Because maybe one possession they make a 3, the other they make a free throw. Half of them I get the ball back or whatever. But
right. Ducasse hits both free throws. Lead back to 7. He's got 6. Foul, by the way, on Zezular. It was not on Tavares. Miller looking for some help. Finally gets it. Shot clock at 10. Racino into the post for Miller. That won't go. Rebound by Bavosi. Sermonado gives it up right wing. That three-pointer no good. Pulled down. The rebound for Sansimone. Now the right-hand runner. Front iron glass and falls in. Patricio Tavares cuts the Biguá lead to 5. Cunningham finally gets his first point. Tough work over Tavario Miller.
Good body control.
Tavares. That 3 is up and good. Quimsa back to within 4. Tavares now with 6. He's 2 of 3 from the arc. Both teams 33% from distance. Here's Cunningham. Gets it outside. Missed wide left. I think that was Ducasse on that miss. That 3 rings out. Rebounded by Miller. And they're going to call it a tie-up. And it's going to be Biguá ball on the alternating possession arrow. Give me that. No, you give me that. Bavosi. Between the rings, now gets it left side. Gets it back. He's picked up by Miller. Can't do anything from there. Katala, he drives. Left hand won't go. Tipped in the air and pulled down by San Simone. Beg your pardon, that was Romano. Tavares, right wing. Back to Perez. Gets to the left elbow and turns it over. Bavosi. Jump pass ahead to Catala. Catala into the paint to Cunningham, and he lays it in. Biguá gets the lead back to 6, 29-23, as Cunningham will have a seat. Starting to heat up a little bit. He's got 4 now. Just a nice little dish there from Catala as the defender started to leak over on the drive. Left Cunningham alone and with just enough space for an easy bucket.
That's a good job, too, from the big man. Getting squared up, ready to score, just like you would if you were going to shoot a 3. You want to get down in a shooting position, or when you catch, all you have to do is rise up and you shoot. He did the same thing where he got himself squared up to where the ball was coming from, and gets an easier look at the basket there.
Boy, is that going to be a great event. The Women's AmeriCup 2025 did a couple of those. One in Edmonton in 2015, and then I think Montevideo in 2017. Six minutes to play, second quarter. Biguá on the strength of 55% shooting from the field. Leads by 6. Jumper from the left side of the free throw line is up and good for Brasino. Beg your pardon, Romano, and he's got 5. High off the glass, nope. And now Quimsa running a little bit. Oh, pretty finish there. Agustin Perez. Quimsa back to within 2. Perez now with 6. Here comes Andre Spite, loses it out of bounds. And they're going to say Miller blocked that away.
Oh, Miller swatted that away.
Oh, yeah, he did. Didn't see it from the angle initially, but the replay, oh, yeah. Up top to Cunningham to start the possession. Here's Thiago Rodriguez, 19 years old. Spite tries changing directions. Has trouble losing Fortunato Rolfi. Is falling down, jumper no good. And now Quimsa with a chance to tie or take the lead. Brasino surveys the defense. They're leaving him open to shoot that. He drives instead and misses. Brasino's a 47% three-point shooter. At least he was last year in BCLA play. Not sure I'd leave him too wide open.
Spite saying he was shooting there. I think the ref made the right call.
Either that or he was calling for the intentional, the unsportsmanlike. Because he was driving toward the bucket, pretty much unrestricted, and I guess you could say he made a play for the ball. I think that's a good no call on the unsportsmanlike. Jump hook won't fall for Mike Tavares. I don't know how that didn't fall in. Inside 4.5 minutes to play.
Been a little bit of a lid on both buckets.
Oh, Brosino was wide open. They didn't see him. Baseline jumper. That's good. Tough shot. My goodness. Agustin Perez again.
Yeah, he's been what they needed to get him back in the game here.
Floater over Thiago Rodriguez. Yeah, you saw Cunningham come over and put the brakes on and pulled up. Agustin Perez now with 8 points to lead Quimsa. Juan Ducase with 6. Mike Tavares with 6 for Biguá, as Nicolas Mazzarino calls timeout. There you get a look at the shooting disparity. Biguá actually at one point was up over 55%. So they have found the lid. And Biguá tightening the rebounding battle.
That offensive rebound discrepancy, it's pretty apparent there.
Well, that was all on the first possession by Tavario Miller.
Right, I did think that as I said that. I said, well, yeah, that was 2 of them were right there.
Miller, by the way, 8 rebounds already. Yeah, he's got 8 rebounds already. Nicholas Romano has 5 boards for Quimsa. Leading rebounder for Biguá, Josh Cunningham with 3. Mike Tavares with 3. We're tied at 29 as we approach the 4-minute mark in this second quarter. Here's Tavares, kicks it back out. Now back up top to Rodriguez. Shot clock at 5. Rodriguez spins his way through the defense, draws the foul.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Not sure about that.
Miller looking around. I thought he lost control.
Yeah, Miller's got his back to the ball. I mean, if he doesn't lose the ball there, Miller is left in his dust.
And that's the second foul on Tavario Miller. You might want to sit him down for a minute or 2 here so that he doesn't pick up that third one. And they're swooping in Mike Tavares to give Biguá the lead back at 31-29. He's got 8. Tie for game-high honors with Agustin Perez. Here's Brasino giving it back to Romano. He puts the brakes on, kicks it back out to Brasino. 3 rattles out. Rebound tapped back, but a foul called. We'll see who it's on. I think they're going to get Tavares.
He's got a good... Miller's got a good box out there.
So Mike Tavares now sits down with 3 fouls, by far the biggest player on the floor at 6'11", 210 centimeters, biggest player for Quimsa. Tavario Miller at 6'8", 208. Perez for 3. Nope. Spite. Little bounce pass to Cunningham. He accelerates, lays it in with the left hand. Quimsa now 4 of 15 from the arc. Biguá not much better, 2 of 7. They just haven't shot as many. Brasino misses that one as well. 2.5 minutes to play, second quarter. Biguá by 4. Thiago Rodriguez gets it outside. Now the screen from Cunningham. That 3 misses.
Ooh.
Cunningham fighting for the rebound, but a pair of Quimsa defenders there. They're going to say that went off Patricio Tavares. From my angle, it looked like it went off of Cunningham, but there were 2 Quimsa defenders there. So it'll be Biguá ball, 14 on the shot clock. Rodriguez, near midcourt. Here comes the screen. Ducasse. Rodriguez takes it all the way himself. I think Miller got a piece of that.
Yeah, he had to throw that up there quick. He didn't have a lot of space between Miller and the backboard to get the ball in a place where it could go in the hoop.
I still think Miller might have gotten a piece of that.
I think he did, yeah.
By Brasino, but he draws the foul. That's going to be on Juan Ducasse. Beg your pardon, that was Agustin Perez on the drive.
Yeah, that quick little lay-in. I remember one of my favorite guys to watch do that, Steve Nash. He'd sometimes just run right up under the basket and go out to the other side to find a shooter. Or, sometimes he would just all of a sudden just, like, he didn't really even jump. It was just in stride with his run, and he would just kind of let go of the ball, it looked like, and just right off the window and in. And I was just like, what did he just do?
I can see him doing that in my head. Both free throws missed, and Quimsa just abominable from the free throw line tonight so far. 3 of 11.
If Quimsa improves by 50% in the second half, they probably win this game by 12, 15 points. 50% in all areas: turnovers, free throws, field goal percentage.
Well, of course, if Biguá improves 50% in all areas. Actually, Quimsa 3 of 12 from the stripe. Ducasse. My goodness.
Pretty sure they were 3 of 10. Well, no, they were 4 of 10 after the first quarter, I believe.
Second free throw is good for Ducasse. He's got 7. Biguá 6 of 11 from the free throw line overall. Long three-pointer from Perez, missed badly with the shot clock winding down. Quimsa just flat-footed offensively on that possession. Here comes Spite. Little okey-doke move there. Oh, a beautiful find.
Oh,
Sermonado zips the pass. Yeah, and that's going to be his third. Beautiful find of Juan Ducasse along the baseline. Watch this. Zing.
You can see Miller lost him. He didn't know where he was.
Yep.
He took a step up to the
fouls. That's 3 fouls on the biggest player for Quimsa. So Tavares sat down with 3. Biguá, and now Miller 3 for Quimsa. I mentioned it a little about 2.5 minutes ago in game time, Andrew. Said you might want to take him out of there for a couple minutes so he didn't pick up that third, and
he almost made it.
Yeah, so now your leading rebounder playing with 3 fouls. So the lead now 7, 36-29. Timeout on the floor. Leandro Romea wants to talk things over. Sour taste in his mouth so far in this game, on his 50th birthday. See the Biguá bench outscoring Quimsa 15-10. Quimsa just struggling. All facets offensively, really. 11 of 39 overall from the floor. 7 of 22 from 2-point range. 4 of 17 from 3-point range. 3 of 12 from the stripe. They do have 25 rebounds, 12 offensive. So they're doing good work on the glass. They've only turned it over 3 times. So they're taking care of the ball. They just can't put it in the bucket. But on your home floor, Andrew, you got to think that's going to change at some point, right?
Right. They're hanging around, and we saw them go on some pretty great runs in the last tournament where we last left our heroes. So yeah, the turnovers and the turnovers for the other team and the offensive rebounds from Quimsa is what's keeping them in the game right now. So if they can keep that up and improve their shooting just a bit, that was kind of what I was referring to earlier. They just need to be a little bit better shooting, and they can win the game handily, not just squeak one out.
Inside of a minute to play, first half. We go out by 7. Let's see what Leandro Romeo comes up with for this possession. Not much going toward the basket, and it's poked out of bounds, and it'll be Quimsa ball with 7 to shoot. Boy, if that's what Leandro Romeo drew up, I'm sure that wasn't it, because if it was, they did not execute it correctly because nobody was moving toward the bucket. Catch and shoot 3 from the corner, no. So now Biguá with a chance to get this lead near or at double digits. 3-pointer short. Rebound swooped in by Thiago Rodriguez. Quimsa flat-footed, and Thiago Rodriguez, the 19-year-old, swooped in there and stole it. And a foul called offensively as Agustin Perez, the victim of a moving screen. So 14.5 to play, second quarter. Let's see if Quimsa can get a bucket here. Andrew, we may have to look at the shot chart here and see when the last time was Quimsa made a field goal. Shot off the side of the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Biguá, and the second quarter will come to an end. Biguá on top, 36-29 as we go into halftime. Not a lot of offensive output in that second quarter. Biguá outscoring Quimsa 13-9. There's the shooting numbers.
Whew.
Absolutely dismal for Quimsa.
They've gotten worse.
27% overall, 22% from the arc, 25% from the free throw line. Biguá is not exactly shooting the lights out either. Leading scorer for Quimsa, Agustin Perez with 8. Tavario Miller, 6 points, 8 boards, 3 fouls, however. Nicolas Romano, 6 rebounds for Quimsa. Juan Brasino, 3 assists in that first half. For Biguá, Josh Cunningham, 6. Andre Spite, 5. Juan Ducasse, 9, as we roll the highlights. And Mike Tavares, 8 points. Tavares also with 3 first-half fouls. Leading rebounder for Biguá, Josh Cunningham with 5. Tavares had 3. And Leandro Serminato, 3 assists in that first half for Biguá. And Andrew, we talked about it the entire first half. I mean, Quimsa just can't find the bottom of the hole.
Right, like you said, the redeeming thing may be they're luckily on their home floor. So I think maybe they can still put it together, because Biguá just not really, well, starting to take advantage of this opportunity. Definitely stretch out that lead in the second quarter, but they could potentially do just a little bit better in the second half as well, and put this one away. It'd be a pretty good accomplishment against the champions from last year.
And looking up and down the score sheet here, a couple of things stand out that the veteran bench players for Quimsa, not particularly effective. Eduardo Vassarani's minus 10 in 6.5 minutes. Bruno Sansimoni, minus 12 in 9.5 minutes. Arnold Lewis, minus 11 in just 3:42 of play. So they're going to need to get some more production off the bench.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic of what we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
I'm confident they can get back to form.
I think we will see a closer game in the second half, without doubt. Opening night of the 2024-25 Basketball Champions League Americas season, alongside Andrew Hunt. My name is Craig Fada. It's the only game tonight. One game tomorrow, as Biguá, with the quick turnaround, will take on Minas. Minas not in BCL Americas last year. Last time we saw them, I can't remember if it was 23 or 22, but between Biguá and Minas, Minas has won 5 of 6 dating back to 2021. That one will be at 10:10 p.m. local time, 8:10 p.m. Eastern time in the USA. 36-29 your score at halftime. We are back with second half action. Live from Estadio Ciudad in Santiago del Estero, Argentina, in just a few moments. Welcome back to Estadio Ciudad in Santiago del Estero in Argentina. Opening night of the 2024-25 Basketball Champions League Americas season alongside Andrew Hunt. I'm Craig Fada. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, wherever you're watching from. In the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel and Courtside 1891. After one half of play, Biguá back into the tournament this year, leading defending champion Quimsa 36-29. Biguá has looked okay enough, but Andrew, again, the shooting woes of Quimsa in that first half really, I don't want to say did them in, but they've dug themselves a little bit of a hole. Fortunately, it's not worse than 7 points.
Right. I think that gap could be more like a 12 to 15, if not for turnovers and some offensive rebounds by Quimsa. So they've got a chance to still pull this one out relatively easily.
Yeah, they're taking care of the ball and they're crashing the boards. And when you do those things, you're going to be competitive in any game, regardless of how poorly you're shooting. As we say that, another miss from Quimsa to start off the second half.
I don't know, Craig. I was thinking that earlier. We had a discussion prior about when you're shooting like 60+%, hard to beat you. And I was looking at their percentages down below 30, and I'd say it's hard to win if you're shooting that percent. So if they don't improve that, I might stick to that conclusion.
Well, there's a good start.
50%
Nicholas Romano. Nicholas Romano with 7 points now, the 37-year-old. Leads Quimsa in league play with 14.2 points per game. There with the quick answer, Juan Ducase. He's got 12 now. And the lead is 8. Miller in there with those 3 fouls. Little pull-up J from outside the left elbow is good.
Yeah, with them being this far behind, they can't afford to leave him on the bench. He's their best rebounder, and on the defensive end, he's had 2 or 3 block shots, so he's got to stay in the game.
Quimsa in a zone. They didn't play too much zone in that first half, I don't think.
No.
Looked like Bobosi split the zone there, but could not finish. And now Quimsa with the uncharacteristic turnover. Ducase to Spite. He backs it out, gets the offense reset. Pass to Catala on the low block. That's going to be on Brasino. Again, Biguá will take on Minas tomorrow night, 10:10 p.m. local time, 8:10 Eastern in the U.S. And then 2 games on Saturday. Ducase throws up that prayer, misses badly, and Brasino swings it right side. Quick spin move along the baseline, and a foul committed there by Federico Bobosi. The 2 games Saturday. It's going to be Quimsa against Minas and Franca in Group D getting their first action against new tournament entrant IACC. It'll be fun to see a couple of new teams this year. Miller, not sure if he lost it or kicked that out. Either way, the shot clock's winding down. That 3 was tipped. Now Catala. Little spinorama, underhand, left hand will go! And the lead is 8 for Biguá, and Biguá does not care that it's Leandro Romeo's 50th birthday. They want to spoil his cake. Outside to Basabe. Now Miller. He muscles it up. Back iron won't go. Tavares with those 3 fouls for Biguá, starting the second half on the bench. Cunningham, Spite, Catala, Ducasse, and Bavosi. And Basabe misses with the right hand in close. Now Quimsa,
I think he got away with the travel on that one too.
Perez commits that reach-in foul. That was more than anything to stop a scoring opportunity. Serminato into the game now for Biguá. Miller, Brasino, Basabe, Perez, and Romano on for Quimsa. Cunningham, Spite, Catala, Serminato, and Bavosi for Biguá. 6 minutes to play, third quarter. Get a respectable first quarter for both teams, 23-18. Advantage for Biguá after 1. And then the offense has just dried up in that second quarter and continues to be arid here in this second half so far.
Yeah, this wasn't what I was hoping to see out of Quimsa if they want to keep going. And Biguá was right there where I thought they were going to kind of take over. Had a couple of nice possessions, but they've cooled off here in the last 3.
In this third quarter so far, Quimsa 2 of 7, now 3 of 8. As that 3-pointer goes in for Tavario Miller. Biguá two of 9. Shot clock down to 3. Little double clutch 3-pointer, front iron, no. Maybe that 3 by Miller will loosen things up for Quimsa. They just don't seem like they've really had any flow offensively, really anything consistently working toward the basket. A lot of shots like that.
Yeah,
Cunningham pulls down that rebound flat-footed at half court. Go ahead, Andrew.
They like to get out and run a lot last year, and I haven't seen as much of that. And they've had enough turnovers where they've had some opportunities to do so.
Slick pass between the legs of Tavario Miller, but Josh Cunningham couldn't handle it. Rolls out of bounds, and it'll be Quimsa ball with 4:10 to play, third quarter. Just 1 turnover in this third quarter so far for Quimsa. Biguá has taken much better care of the ball after those early 7 turnovers they had, I think, in the first quarter. A little thievery there, and now Serminato. Euro into the lane, lays it off the glass, and good.
And the bonus on that play is I think the foul was on Miller, I believe.
Not see.
No.
Arnold Lewis.
I think he may have taken that foul.
Serminato completes the 3-point play. He's got 5, and the lead is 8. 3:50 to play. And a whistle away from the ball. Temper from the right elbow, and Alex Lopez picks up his second quick foul. They say that one's on Espinosa. Let's see. Yep. So it was Lopez. I was right the first time.
Yeah, he's
so
preventing
Lopez
that roll.
Now with 3. Yeah. So Lopez now sits down with 3. Tavares with 3 for Biguá. And Tavares comes back on. First free throw up and good. And really, Andrew, if you're talking about the turnovers, we talked about Biguá having a lot. Right now, they have 9, which considering they had 7 in the first quarter, I believe. But Josh Cunningham has 5 of those turnovers, so the rest of the team really taking good care of the ball.
Yeah, and he's been a big help to them in other ways. So been very efficient scoring, and then at one point he was leading rebound. I haven't checked in the last this quarter basically to see if he still claims that title.
Lopez, Espinosa, he launches the 3, missed everything as the shot clock was winding down. Quimsa trying to cut into this 6-point lead as we approach the 3-minute mark of this third quarter. Kick out into the corner. Arnold Lewis for 3. No. Five of 22 now for Quimsa from 3-point range. 22.7%. Biguá, 3 of 14. 21.4%. Tonight, these guys could come to the U.S. and apply for some Union Bricklayer cards.
You're hired.
Quimsa, they could get double duty, 5 of 14 from the free throw line, so they're really building houses. Fourth team foul on Quimsa now. So Lewis sits down with his 4th. Lopez for 3. That misses. Tavares swoops in and grabs that rebound. That's a couple of times, Andrew, that Quimsa has been caught standing around waiting for a rebound to come to them. Biguá comes in, steals the offensive rebound, and that time it costs him 3 points as Matías Espinosa hits the tray and makes the lead 9. Catala the rebound there, and Biguá with a chance at their biggest lead in the game.
Yeah, that last possession, the guy on Tavares here. Let's see. I believe
Tavares
that's Vassarani in the game.
The semi alley-oop and laid it in. He's got 10, and the lead is 11. Look at the disparity in points in the paint, 26-12. Biguá just torturing Quimsa.
Yeah, if you watch off the ball here, Tavares is just a large person, and I believe it's Vassarani was on him the last couple possessions, just struggling to keep him watch. He's just gonna completely check him out on the boards. Just keeps pushing, doesn't go towards the ball or anything.
Espinosa commits his 3rd infraction, and now both teams with 14 fouls, 1:15 to play third quarter. Got a note to say hello to Evie tonight listening to the game, as Vassarani misses that shot. Inside of a minute to play, third quarter. Biguá still up by 11. Into the corner, pass stolen away. Nicely done by Sansimone. Bruno Sansimone feeding the post.
Swing that.
Sabe gets it back out, flings it back inside, and that's going to be on Tavares. That'll be his fourth. So Espinosa with 3. Lopez 3. Those not quite as important as Mike Tavares drawing his fourth.
Yeah, the problem is there too. He's such a big player. Reaching over the back of the offensive player there is just not. It's not helpful, especially when you got that many fouls. You just got to do what we call walling up. Put your hands straight up in the air and make that player go up. They already beat you. They got the ball over your head. And now you're not between your man and the ball, or rather your man and the basket. And so you just got to make it as difficult as possible. And my biggest thing in those situations was I'm not going to stop every pass or every basket, but at least let me get the rebound if they miss. So I'm just going to make sure you can't get the rebound.
Well, how about that? 2 free throws in a row for Quimsa. As we're coming up on half a minute to play, third quarter.
Might be a little bit too late.
Rodriguez gets it back. Shot clock at 8. Thought about launching the 3. It was not open. Shot clock at 5. Contested shot won't go. Rebound Quimsa. Quimsa can hold for the last shot in this quarter. That's just what they're going to do. Here comes the drive, the dish, 3 on the way. Splash! That is good! 5 points for Quimsa to end the third quarter. They pulled it within 6, 49-43. Nothing but the bottom of the net on that shot.
Yeah, textbook shot. You can see the backspin here. It's nice.
Sansimone, 30% from the arc. In BCL America's play last year, but he drains this one. Hopefully, if you are a fan of Quimsa, that will propel them into this fourth quarter, as they are within 6 points. Let's look at the shooting numbers again. Still not terribly stellar for Quimsa, but they are hanging around. Biguá, they are down to 38% overall. Let me see what they shot in the third quarter. Five of 18 in that third quarter for Biguá. 2 of 9 from three-point range. Once again, opening night of play in the 2024-25 Basketball Champions League Americas tournament. Still feels weird to say 2024-25. Alongside Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Feta. Thank you for watching and listening wherever you're tuned in from around the world. In the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel and FIBA's Courtside 1891. Quimsa outscored Biguá in that third quarter 14-13 thanks to 5 points in the last 14 seconds. Three-pointer missed, and Quimsa comes away with the rebound.
Ooh. That was a tough screen.
Nice follow. How about Patricio Tavares getting in there with the right hand to cut the lead to 4, and Tavares has 8.
Oh, we got a ball game,
actually
Craig.
Leading the rebound battle now. Yeah, Biguá actually leading the rebounding battle now, 39-36. Quimsa still just with 5 turnovers. Biguá with 11. And that's a strong finish from a veteran right there, Andre Spite. That foul was the 3rd on Zezular. The free throw spins out, so the lead stays at 6. Three-pointer missed. Quimsa the steal. 4-on-3. Oof. That's not the shot you want on a 4-on-3. Three-pointer missed. Nearly fell in, and then the rebound pulled out of there by Ducasse.
Yeah, Quimsa was lucky to get that rebound, so they got 2 shots at it, still couldn't convert.
Yeah. Cunningham gets it left side to Spite.
Biguá needs to just need to calm down, take time on their possessions, get quality shots. Free throws count as quality shots.
And Romano's going to get called for the foul on the three-point attempt with the shot clock winding down. That another veteran move by Spite. He got Romano into the air, jumped into him.
think Romano's saying right now, he's saying, call me for the first foul where I got him as he dribbled around me on the floor, not the one that gives him 3 shots. Ooh.
Well, the first one rattles out. But that's one where you know the shooter's going to kick his legs out, so you can't get too close to him and even give the officials something to look at. But he got him with the upper part of the body. There was no question about that foul.
Right, yeah. It was a definite foul, but it looked like he, on the initial go-by Spite, he kind of stuck the leg out a little bit there. For a second, when you said kick the feet out, I said, oh, I forgot about Craig's pet peeve, but that's not what it is. We'll see. I'm not going to bring it up for hopes that it's a thing of the past.
We haven't seen
that.
We're not going to
mention it. Yeah.
Well, we have to now that we brought it up.
We'll talk about it if we see it. If we don't see it, we'll never hear about it again.
All right, fair enough. Another miss from three-point range by Quimsa, and another bucket by Josh Cunningham, and the lead back to 10. Quimsa had it down to 4. And now that foul on Josh Cunningham, that should be his 4th. We saw it a little bit there.
Yeah, I just got to
say that's his 3rd.
If I'm Cunningham in that situation, I'm just dropping. I'm going to drop into the paint. I'll let you shoot over me. You're shooting terrible right now. So if you want to rise up and shoot, I'll just box you out, get this rebound.
Oh, a beautiful feed underneath. Cavario Miller finishes. I think that was Perez on the assist. Pretty wraparound pass. Miller now in double figures with 11 as Biguá turns it over. Quimsa back to within 8.
They're getting them to hurry up. That's not what you want to do if you're Biguá right now.
Yep.
Just take it slow. Get good looks at the basket.
Here comes Perez. Whistle.
And I think after that previous turnover, Spite was telling some of the guys that if they're going to pressure him, he needs a release valve. He needs somebody who can toss that ball to. Although I kind of felt like he just kind of dribbled out. I don't know that he had, but still, good point.
He drew the foul on Thiago Rodriguez. So Perez now with 13. He had Tavario Miller rolling to the bucket, but elected to keep it himself. Misses the second free throw for his effort. Oh, and a bad foul by Tavario Miller there. That'll be his fourth. It was unintentional, but oh. So Miller with 4, Mike Tavares for Biguá with 4. Lopez, Espinosa, and Cunningham each with 3 for Biguá. Espinosa turns it over. Fortunato Rolfi picks his pocket. Reverse layup won't go, but a foul called. That's going to be on Juan Ducasse. He's in no foul trouble. Foul trouble for Quimsa, since we were talking about it. Miller's got the 4. Arnold Lewis with 4. Federico Zezular with 3. No one else with more than 2. First free throw straight through for Romano. That was his first free throw attempt of the night. And he hits his second. Hey, don't look now. But Quimsa up to 50% from the free throw line, 10 of 20. And they've cut the lead once again to 5. Fade away is good. What a tough shot. Andre Spite. That was almost a flat-footed, 1-foot fadeaway. He's got 11.
It was just going to say, after that last possession, he made a nice drive to the basket. Didn't have a great look at a shot. Oh, three-pointer.
But how about that answer? Nicholas Romano says, I got you. He puts up the bomb and hits it. Gets Quimsa back to within 4 at 57-53.
Yeah, what I was saying about Spike.
Pass City.
All bottoms.
Go ahead about Spike.
Yeah.
After this
Spike shared. Yeah.
Where's your work?
Men's AmeriCup taking place in Nicaragua in 2025. Doubt we'll see several players for both of these teams involved in that event. Got the qualifiers going on now. Had a chance to work a couple 3 men's AmeriCup action. Mexico City, Buenos Aires, tip in won't go, rebound grabbed. Tavario Miller stays in, or is that Arnold Lewis? That's Tavario Miller with the 4 fouls. Leandro Romeo says, we're going to ride you, big fella. Now a foul away from the ball. That's going to be on Matías Espinosa. That'll be his 4th. Espinosa averaging 7 points and 3 rebounds per game for Biguá in the Uruguayan League. 20 years old. Leave him in here and ride him out. Romano wanted a foul there, and there he calls it. That's going to be on Cunningham. Yeah, that's going to be Cunningham's fourth. He wanted the foul there, and there he whips that head back. Twice he does it. And for those of you wondering what Andrew and I were talking about a little bit ago, that's the big pet peeve that I have, is as soon as there's any contact, the offensive player's going to throw his head back like somebody hit him with a bat, like you see the soccer players do. You look at them wrong, and it's what he's saying. He's throwing his head back. Why are you falling for that? And unfortunately,
more importantly
it's made its way into the basketball game. That's Cunningham's describing it exactly.
If we see this replay again, you'll see Cunningham is standing his ground. The offensive player is the one establishing the contact.
And Nicolas Mazzarino gets whistled for the technical foul in his protest of Romano throwing his head back. It's the first free throw, but now hit the technical, and now the first free throw on the foul rolls off. Second free throw, straight through, leads down to 2. You get a look at Leandro Romea. Can Quimsa deliver him a 50th birthday present? Tough work by Tavares, the jump hook. Like Tavares, 12 points on 6 of 7 shooting, playing with 4 personal fouls. Biguá over the limit now. Quimsa with 1 to give. Nice defense by Cunningham. Great defense by Cunningham. How about that, Andrew?
Yeah. It's pretty similar to what he was doing when they called him for a foul.
You're not wrong. Floater by Spite won't go. Cunningham the rebound. And an offensive foul on Cunningham. And that's going to do it for Josh Cunningham. He wants a review. Yeah, he threw that left elbow.
I want to see it again.
Yeah.
I don't know if we will, but
he led with that elbow. It didn't look like a flop. He definitely initiated contact with that left elbow. So Cunningham's night is done. 8 points, 10 rebounds. Don't forget for Biguá, Tavares also with 4 fouls. Matthias Espinosa, not quite so critical, but he's also got 4 fouls. Arnold Lewis 4, and Tavario Miller 4 for Quimsa. Fortunato Rolfi whistled for his first infraction. Open 3 from the left wing. Splash! How about Matthias Espinosa, the youngster, stepping up and draining that one to gift the lead back to 7 points. That was a huge bucket. Now the floater missed by Sansimone. What's Sansimone trying to do there? Some pleasantries being exchanged. I think guys are trying to draw fouls.
Oh, yeah.
Rolfi, yeah. He bowls over Espinosa. So that foul should be on Fortunato Rolfi. That'll be his second. And the officials discussing exactly how to adjudicate everything that went down. Again, our officials tonight, Brent Toti of the USA, Carlos Velez of Colombia, and Nicolas Flores of Paraguay. And they are going to go to the video review to see exactly what happened here. We'll get a look at it here. There's Rolfe.
All right.
Holding the offensive player over.
I say just call a foul. They exchange some words.
Yeah.
They get things broken up there pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't know if they were trying to see if it was anything more on Rolfe or if that was just anything more than a frustration foul there.
Yeah, you set a screen, you're probably going to get an elbow, forearm in the chest, and if I follow through on it, you're going to go to the ground like that.
Or were they maybe looking at Espinosa for a flop? Do you think?
Oh, I don't think so. That seemed pretty apparent that
there was definitely contact there, but it kind of looked like Espinosa launched himself backward a little bit.
Yeah, I'd call that gamesmanship, not a flop. You're going down anyway, so if you're selling it, I'm okay with it. If you're falling with little to no contact.
What did Buzz Lightyear call it? Falling with style?
Right, exactly. You got to throw your head back a little bit.
Right. And then Spite steps up and says something to Rolfe, and then the veteran Romano gets between everybody. Tavares comes in there at the end as well. So, yeah, I think that's just going to be a common foul on Fortunato Rolfe.
Yeah, at this point in the game where we've still got a game, but yeah, it's 7 points, but I just say let them play it out, see what the free throws do, and
yeah, I agree entirely.
I don't want to potentially affect the game on something that didn't really amount to much, just a couple of words. And
yep, 100% in agreement there, partner. Speaking of my partner, his name is Andrew Hunt. My name is Craig Fade. I hope you've been enjoying this one. Biguá took the lead at 14-13 in the first quarter. They've led ever since. They got the lead up to as many as 11. Quimsa got it back to within 4. And now Biguá has run it back up to 9, 4:55. Matthias Espinosa now with 12 points.
You got to go a little bit if you're Quimsa now.
Yeah. Oh, and a bad turnover there by Quimsa. Careless with the ball. A backcourt violation. And if Quimsa does end up falling in this one and it ends up being close, you can maybe look at that possession as one of those key moments.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's going to about do it.
Think so?
I think so, yeah. Biguá's been scoring. They've been doing a good job.
Yeah. Espinosa splits the defense, misses the layup, and draws the foul. That's going to be on Sansimone.
It's the possession game now. If I can limit the game to 3 possessions per minute, so that means, I get 2 this minute, I get 1 the next minute. If I can score on 50% of those, that math works out pretty good. I didn't do the exact math, but it works out pretty good.
I can't remember what game I was watching within the last couple of weeks, but I was doing that Andrew Hunt math. That, the number of possessions per minute and the number of percentage that you score on those possessions, and it worked out. I was like, man, that Andrew's a genius. Timeout,
especially
Quimsa.
When I'm coaching.
Yeah. Timeout, Quimsa. They trail by 11 now, 66-55, and time may indeed be running out on the defending champions on their home floor. This, of course, just opening night. Group C play between Quimsa and Biguá. Look at the bench effort by Biguá, 31-17 over Quimsa. Biguá back in action tomorrow night. They will take on Minas. 10:10 local time right here. 8:10 p.m. Eastern time in the USA. And then on Saturday, a pair of games. Franca will take on IACC in Cordoba, 5:10 p.m. local time. And then Quimsa will take on Minas back here in Santiago del Estero at 7:40 local time. Those of you unfamiliar with the format, play a 6-day window in December, January, and February. And then the quarterfinals in March, and the Final Four and championship games in April. We saw some tremendous games in the quarters and the finals last year. Mike Tavares, he's got 14 now. He's played very well despite having 4 fouls. 3 on the way, short, rebound pulled down by Serminato. And now inside 3 minutes, the lead is 11. The math getting tough for Quimsa. Tavares from 17, back iron, rebound Miller.
Don't know if I wanted that one. Don't know if it matters, but still didn't want it.
Yeah. 13th rebound for Miller. Another 3. That's good. Bruno Sansimoni from long range gets it to within 8. 2:15 to play. Spite trying to shake Perez, misses the shot. 2 minutes to play. Sansimoni draws the foul. And if you're Quimsa and you can score with the clock stopped here. Foul on Leandro Serminato. Free throw is good. Now would be a good time for Quimsa to really start excelling at free throw shooting. They're up to 52%.
Yeah, and if he makes this, they just need 2 threes to tie.
All right, it's a 2-possession game with 1:50 to play, and Sansimoni whistled for the foul. He's trying to demonstrate, because that always works. Yeah, I mean, Espinosa was Espinosa was losing his footing a little bit, but I mean, there was definitely contact.
Well, I think Espinosa gamed him there. He dribbled right into him. That's it. You'll see that. Chris Paul in the league, plenty of, any good point guard I've ever met, they'll do stuff like that. They take off dribbling. They know that somebody's sprinting back on defense, so they just kind of get about halfway into their kind of lane, a little bit of contact, and then they flail to make it look like, because usually it's a smaller person,
Mm-hmm.
veteran stuff.
Lead back to 8 after the free throws. Nice short jumper off the glass there by Perez. Back to 6. 1:40 to play. Perez now at 17. Stolen away by Miller. Oh, they had Perez wide open for 3 on the left wing. Miller has his shot blocked. That was Andre Spite. That's another potential very key play. They had Perez wide open for a 3-point look, and a huge rebound there by Serminato, but taken away by Quimsa. I think about a minute to play. Yeah. And that's going to be a foul on Tavares. That'll do it for him. I mean, if you're Tavares, that's probably a good foul to take right there. Because Miller was going to go up for a deuce, and now you're only up 6 with a minute to play. That's 2 possessions. Beg your pardon, up 4 with only 2 possessions in 1 minute. Eventually, if I say enough words, it'll make sense.
They'll be up somewhere between 9 and 10 and 4.
Oh, Miller missed the free throw. Rebound back tap goes out of bounds. Who's got it? It's going to be Biguá ball. That was almost a huge offensive rebound. And are they going to talk this over? Maybe look at it. The Biguá bench, of course, is saying, no, we don't need to. And they changed the call. It's going to be Quimsa ball. Down by 5 with 1:05 to play. Did not see who had that back tap on that rebound, Andrew, but it was huge. And then it went to Tavario Miller, and then somebody else knocked it out of bounds. And are they going to look at this? Yep, they sure are.
Yeah, I think back to that shot that Tavares took with 11 seconds on the clock from near the top of the key, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, I'd like that back.
So Biguá requests the review. Man, I don't know from that angle. Let's see. There's the back tap. Ooh, I think that went off. I think that went off Biguá. Got Leandro Serminato in there.
I think I'm seeing number 12.
I thought it was 13. Can't be 12. Well, yeah, 12 didn't foul out. Or was it Miller's right hand? Man. Without enough evidence to overturn. My Spanish isn't great to begin with, and my lip reading ability is even worse. So I can't tell you what they're saying in the video review.
I can't tell from that, and I don't think we have a closer camera angle. Well, maybe the camera under the basket might.
Yeah, I don't know why we don't have that one unless he was doing that hero shot of Leandro Romeo.
Right.
Nope, that was from the sideline camera.
There we go.
Okay, let's see if this tells us.
Here we go. I like this one.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to see it, though. Maybe.
It's close.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think they got to stick with the call they made, and they don't forget, they initially called it. Oh, wow. They initially called it Biguá ball. Then they changed it to Quimsa before the coach's challenge. Can we see it? Oh, man.
Yeah,
Clearly, I think Miller had his right hand in there, but then does the other hand come over the top? We can't
see what happens after.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't see what happens after the fact.
All right, let's see. And it is going to be Quimsa ball. They do not overturn it. So with 1:05 to play,
I think that smile by the coach was this is what happens when you're on somebody else's floor.
I don't know. I don't think there was enough to overturn there. Oh, they lose Miller. What happened there? I guess Espinosa dove and knocked the ball.
I'm not alleging any funny business. I just know as the coach.
No, I know.
I might.
So now Quimsa calls timeout. It looked like Miller was left wide open, and I think somebody from Biguá dove and knocked it away because Tavario Miller was going to have the easiest dunk in the history of the world. And so it went out of bounds. It'll be Quimsa ball. They've called timeout. And Leandro Romea is drawing the old bob play here. Baseline out of bounds. And Andrew Hunt, if you are Leandro Romea on his 50th birthday, what do you draw on that lovely little dry erase board?
Well, I like what he had there for Miller with the little
I don't
trickery.
think they're going to fall. I don't think they're going to fall for that again, though. So he's got to draw something else up.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I maybe look for myself a shot. You got Miller down low. Maybe you get 2 chances at a shot. So I'm probably going for my three-pointer because you're probably going to need a three-pointer. You might, you probably need 6 points right now to tie, assuming they make a free throw. You don't necessarily have to foul. I would like to have 6 points at the minimum in this game with a minute left. Minute and 5 seconds? So yeah, I'm probably going to draw something up maybe to the corner for a 3. Give myself an opportunity for an offensive tip back.
Well, there you go. Good call. 3 on the way from Tavares, and that is good.
Oh,
Andrew
no, but they
Hunt
didn't.
Into his crystal ball, and he misses the layup.
Here we go. Throw everything out I said
goodness,
about needing 6 points.
From the heavens for Quimsa. A three-pointer followed by a missed layup. They trail by 2. 45 seconds to play. Floater in the lane won't go. Rebound. Stolen away. Quimsa still has it. And now thrown away. Matthias Espinosa. He nearly turns it over. Spite has it. And a foul before the shot. Emphatically saying before the shot. Oh my goodness. San Simone very nearly had a steal. Oh my goodness. Now Spite makes the first free throw. This is a big one. This will make it a 2-possession game. Yeah.
Yeah, another strategy of mine. If I know I need a three-pointer, we'll get the three-pointer first. Get the hard one first.
Yeah, but if you miss the hard one, the easy one doesn't matter.
Yeah, as I said, I was like, yeah, not every scenario would I feel that way. I guess with a minute 5 left, I feel I have some more opportunities. I guess I was just kind of feeling in the moment, which I was correct based on that made shot. I was just kind of feeling like, yeah, I think I can make a 3 right now. Let's go for it.
Free throw is good. The lead is 4 with 34 seconds to play. And if you're Quimsa, and you look at your free throw shooting percentage alone in this game, 15 of 27, and you trail by 4 points on your home floor with 34 seconds to play, kind of have to grimace a little bit.
I think you try to get something going to the basket.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're Quimsa here, Andrew, you have to go 2 for 1.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for the old three-point play. Get me to the basket, see if I can draw a foul,
Right.
If I don't get the foul, I can still foul, and if they miss one, I only need 3 to tie. And like I say, we still have probably, if I'm Quimsa, I might get the ball 3 times. Definitely going to get it twice. Might get it 3 times.
Hope you're enjoying this one coming down to the wire, picking up where the 23-24 season left off. Had some thrillers in that event.
Absolutely.
Sansimoni to inbound.
There we go, going to the rim.
Yep. Now, you exactly called it, Agustin Perez. And they
now maybe they
went
don't
quick,
foul?
2 for 1. Yeah. So Biguá's just going to run some clock now, but they can't run it all out. Now, if you're Quimsa, you have to get this rebound.
Correct.
Here comes Sermonato. Floater from the baseline. No! Rebound tapped back. Grabbed in the corner. Quimsa's got it. 5 seconds to play. 3-pointer for the win. Missed, and Quimsa. Agony on their home floor on opening night of the 2024-25 BCL Americas season. Spoiling the birthday for Leandro Romea. Biguá coming away with the 72-70 win on the 3-point prayer as time expired. Oh my.
Yeah, I'm gonna armchair quarterback it. I don't understand why you don't foul. I want more chances to score. You know, I mean, they got a chance to win with the last basket, but I just want more chances. I want to be leading or tied, and then and then if I have a chance at a basket, I can't lose. So I can only win or tie. In that place, you got to make it to tie or win, and I don't know. Not how I would have played it.
Both teams with an offensive explosion in that fourth quarter. Quimsa outscoring Biguá 27-25 in that fourth quarter. Previous high-scoring quarter for either team prior to this was 23 in the first quarter by Biguá. As we look at the numbers on this one, Quimsa ended up shooting 31% overall, 9 of 34 from the three-point range, 26.5%. And again, Andrew, 15 of 27 from the free throw line for Quimsa in a 2-point loss. They ended up getting out-rebounded by Biguá, 50-46. 8 turnovers for Quimsa, 16 for Biguá. Agustin Perez led the way for Quimsa, 19 points. He also had 4 rebounds. As we start to look at some of the highlights, Nicolas Romano, 14 points, 9 boards. Tavario Miller, 12 points, 15 rebounds. Patricio Tavares with 11. Bruno Sansimoni, 8. Sansimoni also with 4 assists. Juan Brasino did not score, but had 4 assists. Eduardo Vasserani, 4 points. Arnold Lewis, 2 points in just 5 minutes of action. Committed 4 fouls, and Federico Zezular played but did not score. He had 1 rebound. For Biguá, Matthias Espinosa, 16 points in 16 minutes. Mike Tavares finished with 14 points, 5 rebounds before fouling out. Juan Ducase, 12 points, 5 boards. Andre Spite finished with 13 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. Josh Cunningham, 8 points, 10 boards before fouling out. Nicholas Catala, 4. Andrew Sermonato, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And what a way to kick off the 2024-25 BCL Americas season. One game tomorrow. It's going to be Biguá and Minas right back here on this floor. 10:10 p.m. local time in Santiago del Estero, 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time in the U.S. And then on Saturday, 2 games, IACC against Franca. And Quimsa taking on Minas. We'll play Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday as well. 2 more games Sunday as Group B gets underway. 2 games Monday, followed by 1 last game on Tuesday. For my partner, Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Feda. Hope you enjoyed watching this one. This one was a thriller down to the end. And hopefully this is a good harbinger of things to come in this 2024-25 BCL Americas season. Thanks for watching, everybody. So long for now.